want to get damaged, cause it's all that behind it. Can you see that thing you want it? Can you come to call? Damage, fucking up that thing.
Damage.
I could manage. Damage. Like a savage. Damage.
Welcome. One and all, this is OMG Live Caribbean, and you're listening to Soca Superstar Lyrical and his new song, Damage. It's from the One Piece of Rhythm, which also features Marshall, Mr. Killer, Skinny Fabulous, and Smokey. Hot.
Come in, people. Penelope Spencer in the house. I'm here in your company. People, share your feed. Share the feed. Good, Cecilia, you remind me of that night there.
What?
You remind me of that
Blackout.
Oh gosh, Lord have mercy.
I'm sure Stephen and they fixing it. Richard, that's
what happened? Am I black? Am I blacked out?
Yeah,
well, your screen black, Sal. I don't know if you blacked your screen.
No, well, I am seeing you all. That is weird.
Yeah, but we seeing black.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why.
So check and see if your camera is on.
Yeah, it says it's on. Oh my gosh, have mercy.
Anyway, so
I'm back.
Yeah.
You're not black, you're back.
Yeah.
Back in black.
Back in black, right. Richard, that song was produced by the super producer from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
All right.
Becky Beats, who is based in Paris, France, and on a mission to spread soca to the world.
Yeah. Woo, OMG Live Caribbean family. I am Cecilia Salazar. So happy to be joining you from Petit Valley in Port of Spain, Trinidad. And we are here tonight ready to do some damage. Yes.
Damage.
So welcome to every one of you logging in to take part in today's show. Thank you so much.
People, guess what? We have an excellent show planned for you today. So let's see what is in today's show.
We have some exciting news to share with you today. And as usual, we head over to Meanwhile on TikTok, where we give you more stimulating videos to get you thinking and a belly full of laughter. Plus, we have the OMG Game Time Challenge because our lovely Vaughnette is here. Where Vaughnette will give us some interesting trivia to share with you. And then we leave you with a clip with Marshall Montano's performing at the Sadhguru Mahashiva Rati. I know I just butchered the name. Sorry. Yesterday. All that and much more in this episode of OMG Live Caribbean.
Yes, remember, like, follow, and subscribe to our show and share us now on your timelines. Let all your friends know we on. Come on.
Yes.
Join the fun.
Y'all, I am happy to announce that CFM 2022, the first ever Carnival Fashion Month of Trinidad and Tobago, was officially launched and climaxed on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, there was a riveting feature on the power of making your own mask. And on Tuesday, there was a most exciting and informative discussion with a host of people. We had Lisa Marie Daniel from Fashion TT. We had Sandra Carr from the Caribbean Academy of Fashion and Design at the UTT. We had Deborah Hoyt-Redman. She's an international trade specialist at Export TT. We had Jamilia Alexander de Beek. She is the CEO of UpPoint Digital Platform. We had Sanyan Lewis of Sanianitos, very interesting young lady and designer. Chandel Lorinard at Willow and Oak. And it was such a wonderful, stimulating time. Of course, it was hosted by me, I think. Yes. And this was all made possible by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture, and the Arts.
She bad, she bad, she bad, so she bad, oh Lord. Yeah, double M on the remix. Yo, girl, why you bad so? Oh gosh. When you wind up your body, girl, you're making Marshall, why you? Oh Lord. If I ever get your body, girl, I feel like I win a medal. Oh Lord. You are the champion, why no girl can't take it from you. No, no. Love you like between Island Trinbago. Do what she whine, whine, whine.
Wow. Fantastic. I was now thinking, Richard, you have 3 women to contend with in this show, but on that one you had 6.
Yes, it
And
was,
your hands
yes, it
full.
was a little challenging, but we got it. We got it down.
I passed through and it was wonderful. It sounded very informative. It was very informative.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Richard and Stephen. I know you both worked many long days and nights to pull that together. So it must be very satisfying that it was done. And we are looking forward to CFM 2023.
Nice. Hello, wait a minute.
What?
You all are not only ones doing things. We have the females here. We have some news too. Cecilia and I will be, well, let's show our people.
Backed by popular demand, COVID Carnival comedy, 1 show Queen Soul, 1 show Naprima Bowl, plenty drama, plenty laughter, plenty bacchanal. Saturday 5th Queen Soul, Saturday 12th Naprima Bowl, showtime 7:30 p.m. For tickets, call Queen Soul Box Office 376-5699 or South 338-6024. COVID Carnival comedy is a safe zone.
Absolutely, darling.
Take bamboo, girl. In your safe zone.
Hello. It's not that kind of show. It's not that kind of show.
Or they get a chance to play mass and jump up on the street.
Well, if you see when we were shooting at Richard, the amount of cars was, we trying to get the cars to pass so we can do it, but they only slowing down, taking pictures. I get to play a Dame Lorraine for a hot couple minutes.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
Well, right here we also have our own Vaughnette, who is going to be at Naprima Bowl on the 13th. She is set and ready to roll out she business. And Vaughnette, give me a little taste. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. You know, I mean, actually, the 12th when these ladies are having their show, the 12th is actually my birthday. So I thought of doing something in and around my birthday. So we kind of really deep in preparation for that event. You know, everything. I get serious anxiety attack and can't sleep in the night and then coming up to my event. So at this point, I just wanted to come and be done so that I could rest. You know, but I think it's going to be a wonderful evening.
Lovely. I think that's a wonderful weekend in South.
Yes, boy.
Theater and jazz. Hello.
Penny, we better stay down in South for the weekend. We need a place to stay.
Sleep in one of them dressing rooms.
Storm.
I planning to go to the comedy show, and I am going to Vaughnette show next week. So I will be at both all your shows.
Very nice. No
Speaking about fashion and creativity, last week at London Fashion Week, designer Dirk Vason decided to get back at all the men who design female shoes that kill the feet of the woman.
Nice.
And they designed some shoes for men to feel the burn. Take a look at this from London Fashion Week catwalk.
could identify. I could identify. I love it.
That was totally ridiculous, though.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
but it's true. That's how it feel. We did one play last weekend, and I wear high heel shoes in the play, and I haven't worn high heel shoes ages, and my feet were killing me.
I know, but they're not going to wear those shoes. They're never going to wear those shoes. That was just somebody.
Yes.
I never know. It was wonderful and cute, but that's it. It's ridiculous. Well, I would like to tell all those online to tell us in the comment section, what was one thing that you were happy about this week? Just one thing that made you smile, that made you feel positive. Just write in the comment section, what was it for you? What was one thing that made me happy this week, boy? I went out to the Mashgra and Tricanal show, and I loved that experience. I felt safe. It was wonderful. God blessed us with safety, with good travels. I had a good time at Tricanal show. It was boss. And I felt so good to see my brothers and they performing on stage. I smiled. I went up on stage, take a quick wine, and I run back out. So it was real good. That made me smile.
Yeah. Well, me too. I got a little taste of carnival. I decided this is ridiculous. I'm not staying home. So Thursday, I went down to Panyards. I went to Despas and Phase 2. It was wonderful. And then Friday, that was Friday. And then Saturday, I went to Soka Chutney in South, in Sapa, because, Kalu Company took part with the winner, GI. And then Sunday, I went to the Marshgra and Tricanal show with my good friend Penelope. So it was just wonderful. And last night, I couldn't stay home. So I went down outside TTT, where they had a stage, and I jumped up in the road for a little half hour. And that was my taste of carnival. So that really made me smile. I decided I have to get a little, what do you call it, tapas. A little taste of this, a little taste of that. Yes, a little taste. It was not enough, but I will hold it for next year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, what made me, I was really excited by and happy for that pan showcase. I thought,
yeah, that was
boy, I thought it was so absolutely beautiful. Seeing them come out, and I think for what it was worth, it was fabulous. All well dressed and well prepared, and the showcase, and they were so excited. I could see the joy in their faces, to be able to actually come out and play the music, and the music was sweet. The music was sweet.
Despas.
Oh my gosh, it was wonderful.
All stars, they were all brilliant. And what was nice about it too, it ended at a decent time, It wasn't going off.
Even though I thought it could have started earlier, I still thought it could start earlier.
I was nervous because when I heard them playing 2 songs, I was like, oh my God, this is going on till tomorrow.
What was nice too was that they played tunes from long ago and things. It was so good hearing, Woman is Boss and hearing some Nelson and hearing songs you knew.
Claire was beautiful.
I heard they were great.
Yeah, Fillmore Spirit was in that band.
Pan by Storm.
Yeah, Pan by Storm. Excellent.
Let me see the comments of what Damian Edwin said. He got a new position, an upgrade of position at work. So good for you, Damian.
Yeah.
We're very happy to hear that. Richard Bruce is saying that the kings and queens were magnificent. They were all very. He enjoyed the pan show on TTT station. Yes, Richard, it was really Amanda says, I went to Paramin last night and it was beautiful.
Nice.
I didn't think about Paramin.
Yeah.
So, and Richard Young, you didn't tell us what made you happy, Don't feel you're getting away.
Well, I didn't want to harp on the fact that they worked towards getting the 2 shows done for Monday and Tuesday, and particularly the Tuesday show, because the first one featured some stuff that my brother did with Wendell Manwaran talking, and Dr. Marsha Pierce, and Adelon Brave Boy, and Celeste, an art therapist, talking about how mass makes you portray your style, and we need to hold on to some of the tradition. But the one on Tuesday was really challenging. I've never got such a powerful group of women in one space. They haven't been necessarily in one space, and we layered the information out, and I kind of channeled it. And so at the end of it, I smiled, but I was a little shaky going through it. I was nervous doing it, but I smiled at the end. I felt kind of real fulfilled. I thought I did something meaningful. I really felt I did something meaningful, you know.
Yes,
so
wonderful.
that was good. Yeah.
Good. Any more comments, Vaughnette? That's it.
Loretta John is saying good night. Hi, Loretta. Danielle.
Hi.
Danielle. Hi. Yes, Loretta is saying, Richard, that show was fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
Yes, Silver Stars was good, Danielle. You're correct. Silver Stars was actually really good. Silver
Yeah,
Stars.
I mean, thank God that was not a competition, because
the energy was really lovely.
it was lovely. That pan had a nice taste in people's mouth.
Yeah.
Not like the competition.
I also want to say thank you to my producer, Mr. Stephen Dubal, for bringing the shows.
Yeah,
because without him, I could not have done what I did, and that's really, really critical. So we had a wonderful collaborative energy there.
Thank you, Mr. Young.
We're gonna move things along now, you know.
Yes, we can move it along. So, you know, sometimes there are people in your life that you feel like you are always chasing and trying to get through to them, trying to make them understand.
Hold on, Mr. Young. Yeah. Go ahead, Penny.
It's like, where's that voice
That's
going?
okay. It's all love. It's all love. Well, we move things along now from hard-headed people, not you, Richard,
Okay.
to some dotish people. Meanwhile, on TikTok.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, did I skip
No,
something?
Yes.
Sorry.
Richard was right.
Richard was right.
Oh my God. It's OMG Live.
Yes, it's
So
live.
It's live.
How can I get back to my point? You know, sometimes there are people in your life that you feel you're always chasing and trying to get through to them, trying to make them understand, like what I was just doing.
Overstand.
Right?
You
Well,
see, we
here
were
is a
demonstrating.
perspective for you. Take a listen.
There are two things we should never have to chase: true friends and true love. People make time for who they want to make time for. People text and reply to people they want to talk to. When someone tells you that they're too busy continuously, believe them. Don't try to convince them otherwise. Don't try to force them to make time for you. If they want to, they will. It hurts, but you can't force someone to have feelings for you. Remember, the genie in Aladdin could do everything apart from that. You shouldn't have to beg someone to love you. You shouldn't have to beg someone to care. You shouldn't have to beg someone to try. You shouldn't have to beg someone to talk to you, and you shouldn't have to beg someone to put you first. If they wanted to, they would. Don't let people become a priority in your life when all you are to them is an option.
Where was he when I was 17?
Yeah. I hear you.
Anyway, we move things along now from hard-headed people and some head over to some dotish people in meanwhile in TikTok.
Well, this first one is not so dotish, actually. It's wonderful, in fact. Imagine if we looked at people we meet every day and reminded them how special they are. Most people today are so heavy with so much responsibility that it's hard for them to look up and see the bright blue sky and take a deep breath. Well, these people decided to remind some random strangers of how special they are. Take a look. It's powerful stuff.
Do you have a USB on you?
Let you know
Because you look beautiful.
Oh.
You work at a restaurant?
Oh, no.
Because you were serving lunch today.
I like that. Yeah.
Excuse me, are you a Disney star? Because you're a queen. Look at you glow. Are you in the Olympics?
But I am not the only.
No. Because you look like gold.
I do?
You do. Excuse me. I love you. I love you. No, I love you more. I hope you're having the best day ever, okay? I am. Thank you. I love you guys. You're gorgeous.
That is
Oh, that made me cry.
necessary.
That's so
That
sweet.
reminds me of a friend of mine, Randy Halfide, actually. He was saying, he writes these little, little meaningful quotes and little stories every day in a group. And he was saying he was hoping that people this Lent, instead of people asking what you're giving up for Lent, people should be saying, what are you doing to improve people's lives for Lent?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you giving? That remind me.
What are you giving?
What are you giving for Lent?
That's lovely.
Instead of giving up. So yeah, that just reminded me of that.
Nice.
Well, I might be learning to make bara, but let me just start. For the double lovers out there, is it me alone, or do you all feel really special when the doubles people give you 3 baras instead of just 2? Right? There's no imagination run wild when you think the person is secretly in love with you. Yes or no? Well, Patron believes that extra bara is the truest expression of love. I might be going home to make bara when we finish.
No, it's true. Every time I get...
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance for
himself. No, that's happening. When I go by the and there's sometimes because one of the baras is a little too small, so to give you an extra, I always feel that I am so special, and I'm like, I wonder if they want more money for this. I'm always like, well, let me take it and run quick, But I understand that bara love.
Okay, Penny.
I must admit that we are all getting a little older each day. I did not admit it.
No.
I did not admit, but some people admit that they are getting older each day. And it may also be hard to admit that your memory is not as sharp as it used to be. I remember when... y'all look at this and we'll come back.
Good one.
I remember when, I remember when, I remember when, I remember when,
Oh my God, that is a dotish one. From that note on bara and doubles and triples, let's step it up and take in comedian Kes as he finds out not if you can take bamboo gyal, but can you make roti gyal? Can you?
Can you?
Hello?
Cass, look how long me and John together, and this boy wouldn't propose to me, Valentine's come and gone, no ring. What to do, boy, Cass, boy, what to do? You try making roti? Can you make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? Make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? Make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? Make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? My old friend only asking me why her man don't want to marry. They together for so much years and he don't want to get on one knee. I say to get a man is easy, for him to still learn to cook, baby. The key to the heart is through the belly. So if you want a ring, listen, please make roti, gal. Can you make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? Make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? Make roti, gal? Can you make roti for your man? Make roti, gal? Can you make roti?
Yes. I love
Well,
it.
and
It's
this
all right.
TikTok was brought to you by 5 Roses Flour for your good baras and roti.
Yes,
Okay,
I tell
Pete,
you.
that's it for the episode of Meanwhile on TikTok.
Oh God.
Woo! Now, do you all ever look at those medical shows and see them bringing someone into the hospital with all kinds of objects sticking out of them? Want to know why they don't just pull it out? Well, this might just save your life. Let's take this in.
If you're stabbed or impaled by an object, this is a perfect example of why you should never remove it. That object may actually be preventing you from bleeding, and if you remove it, you would bleed out and die. Go to the hospital instead.
Correct.
Wow.
I learned that. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what about a splinter? You should take that out.
No.
Take that out.
Well, I mean, a
You look
splinter
very
is-
happy,
I'm
Stella.
just joking.
You're hardly likely to bleed out from a splinter.
I just joking. Yes.
But we never like to take it out.
Yes. No.
It's got to
Don't take it out. Leave it in.
leave it in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, hot topic. Woo. All right, hot topic.
Okay, what is the hot topic? There's so many things.
That Paris incident, I didn't want to talk much about it.
Yeah.
Do it first.
I think it needs a lot of investigating and to respect the families, as well. I could just imagine the trauma that they're going through. But that Paria incident is a real hot topic in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what to say about it anymore. I just hear that people are sharing the pictures. Thank God I didn't get any. Because I don't want to see. I don't think that is important. I'm just worried about the families of these men. And to hear that news, oh my God.
It was really, really so sad. Really so sad. And I guess that's why, we've always learned that working on a rig and being a diver is a very high risk job. And now we understand why. So it's a very high risk that they take every time, that they go into the water in those depths to do these dangerous jobs. I'm so sorry.
People have to be accountable. I mean, because with all that risk, some kind of safety thing should be implemented, and we have to find out what's all that happening.
Yeah.
But anyway,
an investigation needs to happen.
A lot of that accounts for. A lot of what happened there accounts for my. I don't know. I just haven't been feeling physically, the best for the past couple of days, and that incident really, really messed my mental as someone who came out from the oil field, and as someone who is also a practicing or was a practicing health and safety professional.
Right.
So it's a very, at this stage, I try my very best not to make any pronouncements on stuff like this because, of course, there's an investigation that we hope will be very thorough and comprehensive and would lead us to exactly what would have been the root cause of that incident happening. But in the meanwhile, I just really want to figure out what possesses someone to defile a dead body by taking out your phone and taking 14 seconds of video and proceeding to share it. To share it. It's absolutely no humanity, no respect, no empathy, and whoever that person is, know that there is something so vile about you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't see any of that either. I didn't even want to read the papers when this was going on. So, but let's move on to. You have something to say, Richard?
I was just going to talk about the travel arrangements of within the COVID protocols have been a little lightened. In the Caribbean, they are now taking the antigen test as a requirement as opposed to the mandatory PCR test. So a lot of places are opening up. A lot of places are also pronouncing that they're going to have carnivals. So in the region, and another thing for destination marketing almost is that Cal is opening up a line that is going to be going straight into Houston,
Yes.
going via Port of Spain and Guyana. So some travel news there that might lessen the stress in the traveling, you know.
Well, did you see a very hot topic for me was Marshall, which we're going to show the video at the end if you haven't seen it yet.
Oh, indeed,
but
indeed.
Marshall in India. Did you see how many people?
Yes.
Do you know that festival, the Mahashivratri festival that Sadhguru puts on, 120 million people either live or virtually follow that festival. And I just think it was so wonderful. Marshall was there and he was talking about soca and Trinidad and Tobago. And he premiered a song with Marge Blackman called, what was it called? Touch the Ground. Because it's all part of the Conscious Planet Save Soil movement that is led by Sadhguru. So I just want, that was wonderful news for me on Carnival Tuesday. I think that's a hot topic. Because Marshall was out there flying off blood.
I liked about that seeing all the women dancing in their saris and
soca,
enjoying the soca music
and throwing their urnis and so it was wonderful.
Wonderfulness, you know. I thought
soca
that was
really
and I'm so happy for Marshall.
Yes, me too.
Lovely.
The other hot topic would be what happened in our Taste of Carnival. I mean, we had the queen was Shinel Brizan.
Yes,
Queen of Carnival.
Queen of Carnival.
Olugube Rere Ko, if I said it right. The spirit who brings good things. And Joseph Lewis was Cree Gossett. They all had weird names. Mystic Guardian of the Amazon. Now, Penny and I went to the Marsh Gras.
Yes.
We left and went to Tricanal, and then we came back just in time to see all the queens and kings. So we were there to see them grace the stage. So
that queen was absolutely beautiful. She was so beautiful. She was.
And the thing about her is that she was pregnant, She was a pregnant queen on stilts.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing because there was a situation where they had disqualified her from the finals.
5 hours before the show.
Which is strange because then she was allowed to participate and then she won. So it's poetic justice in its finest form, you know.
Finest. And she played the spirit who brings good things. What could be better than pregnancy? What could be better than that? She's bringing forth good things.
I'm a little concerned, guys. And I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I should just pass on this one.
No. What?
I just had a little concern. I mean, I'm really worried about us sending mixed messages because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm of the belief that I think we're still in the middle of a pandemic. We may be having less cases and it may not be as critical as it was 3 months ago, but we're still in the middle of a pandemic. And I had some serious questions on what I saw happening at some of those safe zones. I was just really concerned about that because, and I mean, maybe I should just use this opportunity as against talking about those to say that when we go into those safe zones, there are very specific requirements that are supposed to be upheld in the safe zones. And I didn't see that. No. So I just really want us when we're going out, if in the future, as against talking about what happened, let's talk about going out into the safe zones and operating within the remit or the requirements of what the safe zone is supposed to be, because other than that, we will be sending mixed messages. I can't see that happening, and then you're asking me to wear a mask with me and my son in the car. You understand?
Exactly.
So something we have to try to get our message.
I want to plug Vaughnett's concert. I want to plug Vaughnett's concert because Vaughnett's concert, when we go there, we follow the rules. We are all in our masks. We keep the social distancing. The ushering service is really, really on point. We sit in a distant seating arrangement. There is no bringing together of people in any sick crowd. It's a beautiful thing, and so therefore it is possible to follow the rules and enjoy the concert. So. Yeah,
I mean that's why I think theater and jazz shows are wonderful spaces that you could go and enjoy yourself without putting yourself in danger. Yeah. And I mean I found those people really Ukraine. How come you not talk about Ukraine? But I found those people.
That's the hottest topic in the world.
Crazy. Crazy what I saw pictures of. And then the police attitude to some safe zones compared to others is really different, but I don't want to say
that is my thing. We can't send mixed messages. We can't accept it from some and shut down others. We're doing ourselves an injustice when we send mixed messages out there.
Of course.
We're doing ourselves an injustice.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Right. People are saying what they're saying out there.
Ukraine is the hottest topic. My God.
A mad scene.
I have on BBC every day and I'm crying. I cannot.
What I'm really upset about that is how they're treating brown and black skin people.
I'm just going to talk about that.
That's crazy. I cannot believe in 2022 that's what people are going through still.
I'm just going to talk about that.
I was very sympathetic to and empathetic to what's going on in the situation in Ukraine. But then when I hear that, it's like,
no, well, as Whoopi Goldberg said, they were investigating, and that happened at one border in one place. I'm not condoning it, but I'm saying it's not a whole general rule, because there were people on the ground on BBC who were there, and they said it wasn't happening by their border. So it's not total. You can't thank all the people in Ukraine for that one incident.
No. But I'm upset that it's happening, and I'm thinking what you're seeing, why it's not happening at some places, because they have cameras and they are being exposed. But I think
hear what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking that in the midst of all this crisis, in the midst of you being attacked by someone who doesn't look like me, you're still finding the energy to be racist to me, to someone that looks like me. I'm saying, where are you finding the energy from?
I understand, but to me, the main thing still has to be Putin. We can't take away from the main topic that Putin has invaded a sovereign territory. That to me is just madness. It's madness.
I think he wants to bring back the USSR, and that was dismantled since the early 90s. I think that is because of the annexation of Crimea, which happened back in 2014. That was part of his bigger plan, and he just wants to suck back in all of these states that have become sovereign states that were part of the Soviet Union at one time. I feel that's his intention, to magnify his and fortify his power.
Crazy.
Let's just hope it's
God. I don't know what's going to happen exactly, because where's it going to lead? He's not going to back down, and the Ukrainian people are not going to back down. So will NATO and the EU eventually get involved? It's just a very scary.
Ukraine has to join NATO, I think, and then they could.
But he doesn't want them to. That's why he's doing all of this. I know. He don't want them to join NATO. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Let me move on. Them
Too much.
A little Thai sauce.
Yes, have you ever tried Thai chili sauce from the grocery? You can put it on pot stickers, spring rolls, wontons. I'm hungry, anything. I think that Thai chili sauce is the best thing since shadow benny sauce. Well, there is how to make your own Thai chili sauce. However, if you need to make your own shadow benny sauce, ask your mother.
Thanks,
Run the Thai chili sauce.
This is how you make the best sweet Thai chili sauce. Let's make our Thai chili sauce. Sugar, water, dissolve it. Once that's melted, add your vinegar, garlic, 1 tablespoon crushed red pepper, and paprika for color. And let that simmer for a few minutes. 1 teaspoon of fish sauce. Add your cornstarch slurry. Bring it up to a boil. This will work for crab rangoons, egg rolls, spring rolls, lumpia, dumplings, whatever you want.
Wow. Yeah, so it's a little spring in my mouth right there.
You feel it right here,
Yes, I almost drowned. Okay, so Dr. Cecilia Letrend, when I see that, you are thinking that I'm coming to tell you medical news, but she is actually Miss Trinidad and Tobago's top model of the world 2022 competitor, currently participating at the top model of the world in Hurghada, Egypt. I was there at the show that she was made the winner was one of the judges, and she really was outstanding. And next week we'll have a special message from her. However, we have a quick shout out from our very own Natalia Samuel, who is a chaperone at the Miss Top Model of the World competition. She participated some years ago.
Miss Chaperone! Hi, girl! Yeah! Yay! Wait, thank you, Natalia. That's wonderful. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, people, guess what time it is already, you know? It's OMG Game Time Challenge!
So guys, here goes. Today, Vaughnette will be hitting us up with some more of, I really like this section in Vaughnette. Since we start this, Tune Boy Tune trivia.
If you get the answer right, people, you know the drill. You get to ask any one of us on the panel one question. If you don't, you will learn something like we have been learning throughout this trivia game. It's lovely. I love it. So are we ready?
So guys, I didn't have a chance to prepare this week, so we're doing just not it's not local today, it's just music, and we're doing the divas today. So I'm just requiring of you to tell me the person who sang this song. You don't even need to give me the name of the song. You just need to give me the name of the person.
The diva.
The diva. This song, right?
Okay.
So the line goes, I look in your eyes and I can see we've loved so dangerously, and you're not trusting your heart to anyone. That's the line.
Oh, come on.
Who is the
singer? I was forgetting. I was now enjoying the song. I forget it's a game.
So I don't even want to know the name of the song, just the person who sang the song. I look in your eyes and I can see. That's right. This is through the fire. Right, so that's Carla McIntyre.
That is a great song.
I love that song. You have a question, Miss? Hi, Anthony Lawrence. Good night.
Right, so Carla, you have your first question. First question. Okay. Second one is, I must have rehearsed my line 1,000 times until I had it memorized. That's the line.
Wow.
I must have rehearsed my line 1,000 times.
That song was made in Patti LaBelle.
Yes,
Yes,
Simone. That song is That's right. If Only You Knew by Patti LaBelle. So Simone,
a lot of Patti LaBelles are coming in now.
So Simone, you are the runner for that.
All right, and the final one. And I know I'll never love this way again. Bum, 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 bum. I know I'll never love this way again, so I keep holding on.
Who is the singer of that song?
Before the good is gone.
I love this. Y'all notice as lip sync to pretend I singing it.
Well done,
Loretta John.
That is dear Lord.
Loretta John, right.
So good, they know the music, man. That's it.
Boy.
Yeah.
You know, there was one thing that I forgot to mention that I was happy about.
What
to
is
see
that?
your name in the lineup for Barbados Jazz Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
That's fantastic.
Right, so we have 3 questions.
Carla McIntyre, my question is for each of you. What is the one trend that you cannot stand?
Trend?
Yes.
I don't even know what is a trend. Like,
what do you mean?
Oh God!
I mean, like,
know
what is
understand
trending
trend.
right now? I'm trying to think. You know, like.
I can say straight up, I hate what social media has allowed for some people to think that it's trending, to just come on and sit on their toilet bowl sometime to say, this is what I'm doing today. And I almost like, I don't care what you're thinking, you know, and there's a trend to think that everybody is a philosopher and everybody is a psychoanalyst. And I hate that trend. I keep some of my opinions to myself, and I think I might be in a position to even say it. But the ones who are saying it, no, and that's not kosher at all.
Well, that's good. That Richard answered that question. Good. Right. Anybody have any trend that they need to talk about on their chest?
If you were prime minister for a day, what would you do? Your greatest initiative? That's the next question.
Yes. Ages.
What would it be for you, Sal? Go ahead.
For me, I really want us to give art and sport and art-related activities the prominence that it deserves.
What I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. But I would definitely as well, to add on to that, let everybody be kind to each other, just like that trend is saying, where you have to give compliments, everybody be nice, everyone help one, you know, spend your day helping people, being kind to people, picking up your garbage, you know, kind to the environment. That is one thing I would try to instill if I was prime minister.
Accountability is one I would try to instill too. Accountability. Too many things are being left undone, and we're like spinning top in mud in this country.
Too many.
Look good in the Guardian shot. Somebody say you look good in the Guardian shot for.
Oh yeah, you look real good in the Guardian. That's true. So you're there too. Woo, she all over.
All right. I think it's time for us to check out our next segment, which is coming to your screen.
Okay.
Many movies have been made about this lady. Right. This lady. Many movies have been made about this lady. This lady who pioneered the cooking show era. She is the one and only Julia Childs. A new series coming to HBO. Let's take a look.
You look lovely this morning.
Not camera ready, as they say.
What are you going to talk about?
I guess the book. Before everyone forgets about it completely. At this stage of my life, I want to feel relevant.
My guest this afternoon writes cookbooks. Maybe we'll rename our little program What My Wife's Been Reading. Welcome, Julia Child.
What a lovely introduction. And I've come just in time.
Ooh. What is she doing? Are you all right down there?
You were a treasured guest in living rooms all over Boston.
To Julia.
To us. I've had a recurring thought that I'd like to propose to you. An educational cooking show hosted by myself.
Feels flimsy to me. This is public television, for God's sake.
Shouldn't we go with someone with a more camera-friendly look and a less distinctive sound?
You were onto something so big. I'm just sorry that my colleagues don't have the vision to see it yet.
Where are these gentlemen? One of the advantages of looking like me is that you learn at a young age how not to take no for an answer. I don't know if I can do all this.
Doing this is genius.
Action.
Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum.
Welcome to the French chef.
The BBC's making docs about prize-winning scientists while we're peddling cookbooks.
Men.
If every critic could silence every artist, how dull would the world be then?
Now, butchering a chicken, nothing to be afraid of. The legs, the wings, the thighs, and the breasts. I envision a confederacy of women and estrogen safety net.
Well, I like the sound of that.
Wait till your charms are ripe for the...
Oh, you're not afraid of a little flame, are you?
Suppose I'll have to get used to sharing you. Everyone wants you.
You ain't left the ground.
My advice, enjoy the ride.
Wait till...
Why do you call it the French? You're not French.
Wait till I
She mugs like she's Lucille Ball.
be a lady.
I am a lady, Dad, just not your type. Let her in.
Best is yet to come the day you're mine.
I hope you've had as much fun as I did. Bon appetit.
The best is yet to come the day you're mine.
Oh, that looks so good.
I like that.
I will definitely be watching that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the movie with Meryl Streep, where she played Julia Childs. She was so good. And you
Yeah.
learned a lot about her. And she was a
Yeah.
phenomenal woman, you know, taking charge of her life and going on television.
And that time too.
That time, yes.
Yeah.
And deciding at that age too, I want to be a chef, and going to Paris to learn and all
Yeah.
that. She was so wonderful. And she had a good support in her husband in that show. So that's great.
And I like some of the actresses that I haven't seen in a while. Judith
Judith
Light.
Light, yeah.
Who's the boss with Tony Danza back then. And then
Yes.
Isabella Rossellini was one of us diva
Love
models. at
her.
one time.
I love her.
Love her. You know, so yeah, it was nice.
Yeah,
to
we'll
see
be
her.
watching that. Okay, people, do we have a little time for So I Was Thinking?
Yes, we do.
Well, let's think. All I'm thinking about is Ukraine and Russia, really. That's a lot on my mind. I have on the news all day and I have to start to turn it off. I turned it off this weekend to get my little taste of carnival. And then today I put it back on. It's like I'm fixated on what is going on there. And I keep thinking of what the possible outcome would be. So there are many things going around to pray and to fast and to send positive energy, however you can, to try to not make this into a world war. I'm thinking about that a lot.
I have just been thinking only about, for the past couple of days. I haven't been able to get past this incident to even start focusing on my prep, my mental prep for my show. I'm just thinking of these men and how we really take oil and gas and the oil field for granted, and the risk associated with working in oil and gas and working around 2,500 PSI gas lines and working, we really take that for granted. And we have people who work in oil and gas and they leave home every day, and I'm telling you, as someone who worked in the industry for 20 years, when you see your loved ones come back home, you really need to be thankful, because a lot of the instances where they don't particularly have total control over the environment in which they're working. Right. And they're really dependent on systems and processes to be functional and function the way they were designed to function. So, it's just to spare a thought and understand why people in the oil and gas may be remunerated slightly higher. It's because of the risk that they face on a daily basis. There are times when they very well may not be coming home to you. So, just spare thought for those families. It's a very, very sad time for them. A sad thing to have to go through.
No. I'm in this thinking position.
We noticed.
It's a famous position done by a French sculptor, Auguste Rodin, where the thinker. But sometimes in this, so I was thinking, I get a little vulnerable, and I'm not even sure if I should be using a public space, but I think that's a way of healing. I question myself and second guess myself a lot of times. So as I told you, I had a little challenge with the show. But I did it, and I did it well. And then late in the morning, the early hours of the morning, I got up and I had this anxiety attack. And then I got a message on Facebook from somebody who was congratulating me that I don't know at all, from New York, a lady who worked in fashion, but she's also a spiritual woman. So the first part of the message was good, and I said, thank you very much. I felt good about it, but I was really with a sense of angst. And then she said, but I feel energies from the ancestors, and your father spoke to me to pass the message on to you. So I sat up right now reading the message, and the message was that I didn't love you when I was there. I didn't love you sufficiently, but I love you now. I didn't give you my open arms, but my arms are open now, protecting you. And I'm proud of Robert and you for what you're doing, passing on culture and tradition. And I love you just the way you are.
Oh my God.
And I almost want to get convulsive here, but that's how I felt at a time. And I don't know the lady at all. And that's what I got at 2 o'clock in the morning. So
signs and wonders.
I have been thinking about it, because definitely, if I didn't think there is a cosmic energy and a universal something, it exists.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about the importance of laughter and the importance of life. Yesterday we had some messerias went out to some different branches in a financial institution to do a little carnivalesque kind of stuff. And when people came into the institution and saw these pharaohs dancing, oh my God, you should have seen the smile that came over their faces. And I just think that is so important that people do not give up the power of laughter. Don't feel that it's not important. It is so important for our bodies. And after people saw our show that weekend, people were like, oh my God, it felt so
yeah, they said they needed that. They needed it.
So I just been thinking that people need to understand our joy. Don't let these things take away your joy.
Yes. Give thanks for life.
He will deal with stuff. Leave your joy. Get your joy back. That's what I was
Wonderful, Penny. Wonderful.
Fantastic. So,
I think the time has reached for us to start telling people thank you. Thank you for being with us today. We really appreciate you all. This is our way of communing on a Wednesday evening. I really look forward to it and look forward to reaching out to you. So thanks you for being part of it.
I want you all to join us next week, people, right here, same time, same place. Or if you want to take part in the show live, just log on to OMG TT on Facebook at 8 p.m. every Wednesday. We are also live on YouTube and Twitter.
Thanks, everyone. It was truly our pleasure being here with you today.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe.
Right. So we leave you now with the one and only Marshall Montano doing the Caribbean proud, as he had the people of India dancing to soca music at the Sadhguru Mahashivratri celebration held yesterday. Enjoy.
Enjoy. As we always say here at OMG,
let's be kind to each other.
Somebody say, oh, oh, oh. I want to go where the music lives, and only you make me feel like this. India, do you love soca music? Let's go. I want to stay with you, and only you. Right there, I want to stay with you, and only you. Right there, I want to stay with you, and only you. Right there, I want to. Let's go. Hey, so on my way, on my way, on my way. Is the way the drums just talk to me. I feel like it's the strongest connection. Maybe the way the music display, I will follow it in any direction. Listen.